right? Here's kind of the plan for today. We're going to get into expressions, cartoon expressions. We're going to start with like a flour sack, right? And the many emotions of a flour sack, when he's sad, when he's happy, right? Kind of like the carpet from Aladdin, which is my all-time favorite Disney film, the animated one, not the live action. And then we're going to get into Daffy Duck, right? And we're going to explore Daffy Duck's expressions. So you guys have this sheet, right? This sheet right here. We're going to reference this sheet, and we're going to do some Daffy Duck. Who is Daffy Duck? Claire, do you know who Daffy Duck is? So we're going to do Daffy Duck, right, and explore those expressions. And then we're going to take Sir Daffy Duck and we're going to create our own expressions, maybe one or two like that we want to draw of our own original Daffy Duck expressions. So I don't have Daffy Duck, buddy. I'm going to draw Daffy Duck. All right, so here's what I want to do. I've got a ton of books in my library that are really awesome. Some, that's okay if you don't have the sheet. I'm going to do it up here so you can follow along. I got a ton of books in my library, and it's some cartoons, some real, all art, kinds of art, film, you name it. And I'm going to share a few books with you every time that I like. So have you guys ever seen Calvin and Hobbes? Dude, Calvin and Hobbes is some of the best. Absolutely. So this is the 10th anniversary book, right? I got all these pretty much on Amazon. Sophie's got a raised hand. Yes, Sophie. Can you go ahead and unmute?
I wasn't able to print the Daffy Duck picture. It didn't.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna do it up here for you, so you can, what we've got, you'll be able to follow along.
Clean up your food.
All right, so Calvin and Hobbes. If you guys can find like this, right? Calvin and Hobbes is awesome. It's hilarious. It's cartoons, right? The writing is brilliant. And then, have you ever seen the movie The Croods? Oh, The Croods is awesome. So, The Art of Croods. Chris Sanders directed this, and I love Chris Sanders. He's got some pretty phenomenal character design and some of my favorite artist animals, but The Art of Croods is amazing. So to give you an idea, right? Like The Art of the Croods. So this is all about the art of the animated film, right? And a lot of character designs and stuff by Chris Sanders and his team. If Chris Sanders wants to crash our class, I will totally be fine with that as well. But it's got really cool stuff. So like when we get into world building, right, and scenes and composition, I mean, that's some pretty awesome stuff. So I like The Art of Croods. Chris Sanders is a legendary artist, animator, director. He worked on The Lion King, he worked at Disney, and then he went to DreamWorks and did a whole bunch of stuff. He did Lilo and Stitch, right? He worked on that film. Chris Sanders, you definitely want to look him up because his drawing is phenomenal. And then, so kind of a good reference book for sketching, right? I like this one a lot. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Sketching Characters, Creatures, and Concepts. I'm going to leave that up here for a second if you want to write down the title, right? The Beginner's Guide to Sketching Characters, Creatures, and Concepts. And then the cover looks like this. So here's the book. And then it's got some really awesome, a lot of stuff like kind of what we do here. So doing things like drawing stuff from real life.
Cool.
Right? Yeah, like that, right? And then it gets into kind of some character development stuff. Here, I'll reference a page real quick. All right, so kind of stuff like this, right? So getting into how to develop this kind of stuff. This is a really great book.
That's so cool.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, so if you like drawing a lot, especially worlds, this gets into exactly what we do, which is drawing from real life and then sketching. Again? The title is A Beginner's Guide to Sketching, and then Characters, Creatures, and Concepts. And it's done by 3D Total Publishing. So see that right there, 3D Total Publishing. I usually find most of my books on Amazon. So there's that one. And then the last one, I have hundreds and hundreds of books. I'm only going to show you 4 today. So this last one is a super special book that I love because it gets into what we're going to do today with expressions. And Eric Goldberg, I think my head's cut off. Eric Goldberg is one of my all-time favorite artist animators, right? And when I was 15, I got this book, The Making of Aladdin. Oh, right.
It's really
Yeah, this is super cool. And in this book right here, it's not very thick, right? But I got this when I was 15. So that was 25 years ago. And in it, they've got, so Glenn Keane is an all-time favorite animator of mine. Look at the concept sketches, right? The animated sketches, you can see the Aladdin model sheet right here. And then, and we're gonna do two things. I'm gonna show you the genie and then the carpet, because the carpet is gonna lead right into what we are gonna do with a flour sack. So
that is so cool. The face so detailed.
isn't it cool? This is again my all-time favorite movie. So let's see if I can find the Aladdin page real quick. Or the genie page. So the genie was done. Oh, here it is. The genie was done by Eric Goldberg. Eric Goldberg can crash our class anytime. So check that out, right? I love the drawings. I think, isn't that cool? So this is The Making of Aladdin. It's got some pretty awesome concept work in here. This is Mr. Eric Goldberg, right? Scott, we're going to work on that, right? We're working on Mr. Eric Goldberg crashing our class. Should be amazing. Let's see if I can find the carpet real quick. So what they did with the magic carpet, so they turned a rug, right? And here's what I love about this, and this is what we're going to start in on today. So check that out, right? Look at the rug. Look at how much expression they got out of, Mr. Glenn Keane got out of a piece of carpet, right? So that's pretty awesome, isn't it? You can see how excited he is. He's laughing, right? All that kind of stuff, the dreamy one. But look at all the poses. Look at how much, without showing any facial features, look at how much emotion he got out of just posing that rug. So we're going to get into this today. This is what we're going to start with in like a flour sack. And the reason why we use a flour sack is because it's kind of an inanimate object. So we're making an inanimate object come to life. And it's pretty basic, right? So can we show an emotion out of essentially a square, a rectangle? Which we can. So let's bring it in. And then we'll dive into Daffy Duck. All right, everybody, we're not going to do the Daffy Duck yet. So you have your paper, right? We've got our paper. If we're to do something like, let's just say, hold on one second. Let's say we were go to like an excited flour sack, right? So here's my flour sack, right? He's got a little bit of, he's a little full at the bottom, right? Little tabs, right? And maybe kind of bulges out a little bit there. There it is. So it's super full on the bottom, a little lighter at the top. There's just a basic flour sack. He's just sitting there. He's not really doing anything, right? However, if we're to exaggerate his features a little bit to show an emotion, let's just say he's excited. So let's say his little, like this is like a little arm. It's like a little arm or a little hand. This is like a little foot and a little foot, right? So we're kind of giving him features. And then, so yeah, he's still full, right? But he's overjoyed. Just super excited. Right? Yes. Again, basic, just super basic. So, what if he were feeling a little down? Our flour sack, he's feeling a little down. Not everybody's baking, right? He loves baking because he loves to eat. So he's kind of slumped over. So if we were to do, let's see.
so rad.
Kind of slumped over.
Uh-huh.
Right? Look at that. Little wider at the bottom, right? Because he's kind of, he's not having it today. He's not having it. right? So he's just kind of down. I feel like that sometimes. I drank too much coffee today without eating enough food, and I felt a little down. So there's, right, he's a little down. What if he was
Do we have
feeling,
to draw?
yeah, we're gonna use this flour sack to draw these like emotions. So excited, he's feeling down. What if he's feeling like pumped up? Like we want the rock. We all want the rock to crash our class. I mean, Tater Tot, yes. Taryn and Kelly, we all want the rock to crash our class. So Tater Tot, it would be terrible if we didn't do a rock flour sack, right? And let's just say this flour sack is like extra. I don't have muscles, right? But if I did and I was the rock, they'd be gigantic. So let's say this flour sack, I'm going to do a line like this, right? And then he's going to be just pushing it out and he's sucking it in, right? Whereas very confident footing, right? And then we're going to just show oh, look at that gigantic muscle this flour sack has. Sweet mercy. He must work out a lot. And then just kind of, right, he's only showing the one muscle because he's not trying to show off too much, because the rock doesn't like show off. We love the rock here on whatever this show is called at 2 p.m. All right, so there it is. You can tell like he sucked it up, right? Puffing out his chest there. That's our rock flour sack. He's got the muscle. We're just going to have some extra lines right there. There it is. All right, there's our sort of rock flour sack. And if we really wanted to take it to the next level, Tater Tot, what should we have? What have we been putting on the rock to make sure that we know it's the rock? Oh, yeah. There we go. That's an awesome rock flour sack right there. We need some tattoos. So I'm just going to do like a little line here for tattoos on the rock flour sack. Scott, if you're tweeting him right now, that would be totally awesome. Let's see, maybe he's got.
I'm typing him as we speak.
Yes. Scott is tweeting him out. He's going to send this image and say, "Rock, Mr. The Rock, we've used you for flour sack emotions today. We're going to find a way to weave the rock into everything. It's going to be fantastic." And then he's going to come on and he's going to be like, "Man, guys, I can't believe you did that. That's so awesome." And then he's going to draw with us and then he's going to do some poses. It's all in my head how it's all going to work out. I just need Scott to make it happen. All right, so there it is. There's some tattoos for our Mr. The Rock flour sack. Okay, so he's feeling very strong. Now, what
Misty would like to share hers.
Yes. Nice. That's awesome. I love it. That is a strong flour sack right there. Well done.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. What if he were
Jump to Samantha real quick.
All right, Samantha, let's see. Nice. That is fabulous. I love the tattoos. Well done, Samantha. Well done. All right, so let's say the flour sack is lounging, right? Maybe there's a pool. Now, we have to be careful. Whoa, who do we got up there? Scott, who's that? Is that Jasper and Cleo? That's a mean dude. I love.
Flower.
Does he have a belt? Is that the WWE belt? Yes. All right. See, rock flour sack. You even won the WWE, man. Come on. You got to come on the show. All right. So let's say our flour sack is lounging, right? He's lounging in the pool, which can be dangerous for a flour sack because then a little water, maybe we add a little salt, bam, we've got dough. And now our flour sack is going to be bread, but not today because our flour sack he's lounging on like an inflatable thing, right? And let's see, like what if he had his elbow in his arm, so if
Emily and Sophia have their hand up.
Yes, Emily and Sophia. How's it going, guys?
So, here's my Mr. the Rock flower sack.
Nice. I love it.
Here's mine. I tried to do muscles and fists.
You did, man. That you have big muscles on there. I mean, how can you not love that? That totally looks like a Mr. the Rock flower sack. Excellent. Nice job, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so we're lounging. Oh, it's one of those days, right? Maybe he's
And
got like
Sophia.
one. Yeah.
Or I'm sorry,
Whoa.
Sophie would like to share.
Sophie, nice. Who's up there right there? Nice, Sophie. That's awesome. I love the muscle. Oh yeah, dude, that's cool. Come on, how can the Rock not love this? It's like we're heaping praise upon him. So, all right, I've got my lounging flower sack. Look at that. One little foot is kind of off the side here, which is could be dangerous if he's in the water, but he's not going to fall in. And then he's got kind of his little tassel there that he's right, just lounging. Not a bad way to go. All right. So we have Claire, Taryn, and Kellen, and Jasper and Cleo. Go ahead to Claire first. Claire, nice. I dig it. I love the rock flower sack. Good emotions on the other ones also.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Taryn and Kellen. What's up, dudes?
Go first. Okay.
Hey, nice Darth Vader shirt. I'm going marble today personally, but that's all right. All right, Taryn and Kellen.
I don't know if you can see it, but
Sort of. Let's see.
it's kind of hard because I kind of. Just let me do it. I got it. I draw.
Wait. There you go. I love the muscles in the arms. That came out great. I dig it.
Thanks. Mine has abs.
Wow. Man, you put it in there. Way to go. He has abs. Look at those abs on a flower sack. Come on, Rock. You got to love that. Well done, man. I dig it. All right, Jasper and Cleo. Hey, guys.
Unmute. Okay, go.
All right, go ahead and let's see your stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. I like it. And he's got eyes and a tattoo.
You want to tell her about it?
It's my water vase.
It's your what, honey?
My water vase.
It's your water vase?
I don't know.
I dig it. I dig it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go around. We'll do Emily and Sophia, and then Amelia, and then we'll get into we're gonna get into one more flower sack and then some Daffy Duck.
Our Mr. the Rocks, with the flower bed, they're lounging on pool floaties in the water.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's hope he doesn't fall in. Nice.
These sunglasses.
Right? I love the sunglasses.
Our flower sack is lounging on this pineapple pool floaty thing, and she's dipping like in the water.
Dipping a tassel in the water, as it were, being a little dangerous.
I drew the ripples.
Nice. Well done. Good job, guys. All right, Amelia.
Yeah.
Hello, dear.
Hi.
Whoa. You doubled up. Those are some huge muscular arms. And a tank top. I love it. And you've got the tattoos. How can the Rock not love this? Scott, how can he not love this right now? I hope you're tweeting him right now.
Yeah.
Amelia, I love that. You did a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Carson. What's up, dude?
Here's the two emotions, and then this is The Rock, and he fell in the pool, so he's just kind of floating.
I love it. That's awesome, man. Oh, well done. Well done. All right, who do we got next?
Simeon.
Simeon. Hey, buddy.
I was doing a couple of emotions of the one, and so
Yeah.
I did this one. So I did a couple motions of the sack.
Dude, you did great.
Thank you.
The excitement, right? Absolutely. I love it, man. Well done. Look what you can do with a flour sack. Who knew? Who knew you could get all those emotions out? Nice job, Simeon.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, buddy. All right. Who do we have next?
Amin?
Amin. And the shades. Wait, are those like goggles for swimming? Or are those shades?
Shades.
Shades, yes, absolutely. He's just getting a tan. And is he on a donut? Is that like an inflatable donut with sprinkles?
So we'll do it with sprinkles.
That's awesome. Very cool. Nice job, Amin. All right, dudes.
And
Let's go for
here's Jack. Jack had his hand up.
Jack. What's up, buddy? Wow, Jack. Man, you got the muscles on that, dude. I love the lounging with a drink in his hand. That is brilliant. Nice job.
And I tried to do sunglasses.
You did. I think you did sunglasses well, man. You did a great job. All right, Beth. Beth asked if she could. All right, here, pull it back just a little bit. There you go. Nice. Nice. I love it. Oh, man, your rock flower sack is so cool. I dig that. Way to go. Way to go. All right. Let's get into one more. Let's get into one more here. And let's see. If we were to do a flower sack, you know what? I mean, I'm thinking if we have the rock in here, let's just end with the rock. All right, so we have the muscle, right? But I don't think that's enough. So what if our flower sack, where am I going to have space here on the bottom? What if our flower sack, I want to do a workout thing. And I'm going to say he's not struggling, because the rock flower sack doesn't struggle with weights, right? But he is kind of crunching down a little bit, because this barbell, super loaded with weights. We're just going to say each weight is like 1,000 pounds. Just, he's not even barely holding on. Like, he's holding on, but.
Tater Tot says he should just be bench pressing cows.
All right, we can, hold on. We're going to, so he's deadlifting that, right? and then just to give you the size of this, Tater Tot, what if they were miniature cows? Right? So miniature cow, there's a tail, right? Some spots on our miniature cow, little horns. Look, there's a little miniature cow, but that's unbalanced, which means we have to do another tiny little miniature cow over here. You ever seen Despicable Me? Little tiny toilet. That's what it reminds me of. All right. Okay, look at that. 2 miniature cows. So he is deadlifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 pounds and 2 miniature cows. I mean, and then let's just go with the. I'm going to go with the you mean giant WWE belt as well, because if he's going to deadlift all that with the cow, apparently he's going to do it with the belt on. All right, there's our flour sack in the bench mode. 10,000 pounds, 2 miniature cows. Pretty darn impressive. All right, so look at what you can do just by taking a shape, right, and an inanimate object like a sack of flour, and getting all that movement out of it. So kind of like what we saw in that Making of Aladdin book. All right, now here's, if you don't have this, it's okay, because I'm going to do this up here. All right, if you have that, you can play along. So I love Daffy Duck, right? Daffy Duck is hilarious in many ways, because he thinks he's fantastic in his own right, and ends up getting himself into quite a lot of trouble. And as Chuck Jones used to say, as much as I'd like to think that I'm Bugs Bunny, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm probably more like Daffy Duck. So we've got bewilderment, the bewilderment duck. So if you don't have this sheet, that's okay. See if we can pull this off, right? So how I started was one line down the middle, right? And then one line like so. So I just did this, right? And then Daffy Duck's head is a triangle. It's not a sharp triangle, right? And then his beak kind of comes out like so. And that's how I started. It's just a shape like that easy, right? And then I've got his eyes, which are big, and they fill up that most of what his head is. So what I love about what we're going to get in with Daffy Duck expressions is the fact that it's very exaggerated, right? And remember, the better you can draw real life stuff, the better you will be able to do it cartoons. All right, so there's a little bit, right? And then you get into the beak. And a little smile when it comes down, it's like an S. And just kind of finish that off.
I think Amin might have a question or would like to share.
Yes, Amin, what you got, buddy?
I don't have a question. I just made something horrible.
All right. I think you have totally jacked up that flour sack into something
Gosh, that is so
truly awesome.
Whoa.
I mean, that dude is, yeah. Now that is a flour sack that just pumped 10,000 pounds in 2 miniature cows. All right. So we're going to go after what animators would do back in, and they still do, right? Is they would have like a little mirror around them, right? And they would, there's pictures and plenty of books about animators, and they would look at their own facial expressions. So they would learn from themselves, right? So bewilderment duck is, right? And then you would see the eyes are real big. And, you know, and they would use themselves as muses, if you will, to kind of get their reactions out. So which one am I going to go for next? I think I'm going to go for like mouth wide open. So Daffy Duck, right? If you look at yourself and use yourself as a muse, right? So for the moment, I'm going to take a break from Daffy and I'm just going to put a little circle up here, right? And let's just say that little circle is us. All right, there's our, we're looking straight ahead, and maybe, all right, so maybe that's me, sort of, right? And if my mouth is like, I can't believe that just happened, right? Can you do that face? You got to get a little wacky, right? Can you do that face where you're totally shocked? I'm going to put on grid view because I want to see everybody. Do the shock face, like Simeon, yes. Pen and ink, absolutely. Sophie, Megan, Jack, right? Taryn and Kelly, good job. Like, what? Right? Your eyes are big, your mouth drops. Now, in a normal thing, if my mouth is like this, let's just say my mouth is like this, right? Here's my nose, right? And then I'm gonna put my eyes right here, right? So there's my normal face. Now, I'm shocked, I'm stunned. I can't believe this just happened. All of a sudden, my nose, kind of similar spot. Right? It elongates out. And my eyebrows go up. Right? Oh my goodness. Just exaggerate the features. So I don't know if you can, we'll zoom in, right? Like normal, right? And then jaw drop. And the whole idea is exaggerating your features. So we're gonna go duck. And I'm gonna go duck with his mouth open. All right. So see how well I can do this. I'll start with a circle. Imagine that. All right, now Daffy is looking straight ahead. So my line here is looking that way, right? And then, so there's my eye line on here where his eye is gonna sit. So Daffy's head is a triangle, remember? It's not a perfect circle. Kind of comes up like so. And like there's this eyeball right in there. So it doesn't come all the way to the edge. There's his eyebrow, right? And then his beak comes up right about there. So I can use that as my marker. Then I can go up and, right? So I've got his beak that just, if you have the sheet, we're doing this dude right here, okay? If you don't have the sheet, don't worry. It's gonna be right up here.
Claire has her hand up.
Yes, Claire. Hold on. Move that a little bit closer so that I can see it because it's blurring out a little bit. Nice. All right, now do your thing. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I love it.
That's so cool.
That is very cool. All right. So you've got his eye, right? And his beak comes like right up to here. So the traditional Daffy has kind of curves around, but there's his line for his kind of where his mouth starts up here. And then we're just gonna bring that line up, and then his bill kind of comes around. And then he's either aghast or he's shocked. There's his mouth. All right. He can't believe whatever's happening is happening, and he cannot believe it. He's probably on a tirade against bugs. Just mouth dropped wide open.
Lizzie has her hand up.
Yes, Lizzie. Hey, man.
My dad has this book.
Oh, yes. I have that book too. I love that book.
Yeah, it's my
Very
dad's
nice. That's your dad's? Yeah, and you know, like, so all those are like Chuck's. What I love about that book is it's all Chuck's drawings and artwork in there. And I love the way he draws his characters. Very cool. All right. So you can see with basic shapes how we make Daffy and these expressions, right? We're gonna get into one more here, and then we're gonna try our own. Excuse me. All right, let's see. What if Daffy was kind of, what if he was incensed? He's a little perturbed, right? Or, no, let's go with the perturbed. All right, so see if I got enough room left on my paper. I'm gonna start with a circle. Remember, when we're getting loose, right? We're not using our wrist. We're using our elbow and our shoulder, okay? and he's kind of looking down, right? So, and a little off in one direction. So there's my sight line, right? He's looking a little to this way, and his eyes sit kind of beneath here. So get his eyeballs in there. And you'll notice on one side, like his, which technically this is his right eye, if he's facing us, his right eye is going to be a little bit bigger than his left eye because he's looking off just to one direction a little bit. So they're not exactly the same size. So there's my eyes for Daffy. My eyeballs anyway. And then his brow, he's got a furrowed brow. So we've got a line that kind of comes up like this in the middle, and it connects at the bottom. And then his eyeballs are right. Move this a little closer. All right. So I'm going up from here. I'm going to just start with a line that moves out for Daffy's beak. It comes out from underneath his eyes. And then his head. So it'll go above the circle. Got eyebrows on both sides. And then I've got his, right? Basic shapes. So if you look at it, it's kind of just a triangle. You've got his eyes in there. And then we're going to get into his beak. So we've got like a line on the side for the side of his mouth here. I got a line for the side of his mouth here. We're going to bring his bill out. Like so. All right. You don't need to have this line connect all the way around. We'll just kind of stop there. And then we'll have a little, kind of this bottom lip underneath. So while I've got that bill in, I'm going to do the sides of his beak. And then I'll just darken in some of my lines, right? He's a little incensed. He's a little perturbed at something. Something's not going the way that he wants, which is very typical for Daffy Duck. All right. The perturbed Daffy. All right. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna do our own Daffy, like we're gonna come up with our own Daffy expression, and that's the one that we're gonna share with everybody. So everybody that wants to share is gonna be given an opportunity to. So what we'll do when we get to that part, if you're new to what we do here, there's a lot of familiar faces, but if you're new to it, we give everybody the option to show our kind of like final drawing, and obviously in between we show stuff, but we try to get around to everybody on the final drawing. So our final drawing on this one will be Daffy's expression, some reaction he's having, and you get to pick your own, like shocked, stunned, sad, deflated, whatever, right? You get to pick the facial expression that he gives. So we're gonna do one more, and what I want you to do is reference your own. So I'm gonna bring this back just a little bit. So there's one Daffy pose, and he's just kind of looking off like, right, come on now. come on. Now, if you notice when you're doing this look, so if you look at yourself, and it's kind of hard, like I have to take a picture of it sometimes, because as soon as I'll look at myself in the camera or the mirror, right, your eyes change because you're trying to follow what your facial expression is. But he's kind of looking in this direction, but he's looking like this. Samantha, whatever you did, he was totally, he has no idea what to think about it. So Samantha, he's giving you this look. Right. If you notice, like my eyelids, like my eyes aren't fully open, so my eyelids are kind of like halfway, and then it's just kind of the side eye a little bit, like he's giving Samantha the side eye, like, right. And he even has that look with the lip that's like cheeks up a little bit, right. So we're gonna do that look, and then after this, we're gonna get into our own. All right. I am gonna have to flip. Oh, look at that, The Rock. See, there you are again. The Rock twice. Scott, I sincerely hope he's getting back with you, and you're going to shock us all at the end of this thing, and we're going to see The Rock, and he's going to... Anyway, I'm done with that. All right, let's figure this out. So we're going to go with I'm going to do mine over here so I have enough space to do my own Daffy action. All right, so we're going to go with that circle. Again, remember, keep it light. Doesn't matter if you have multiple circles going on. This is just sketching. This is just sketching. And the freedom you have in the movement comes with drawing with your elbow and your shoulder and not your wrist. So Daffy is kind of looking off in this direction, right? Or as far as his head goes. So the center of his head. And his eye line is right about there, kind of a little bit more quarter up the way.
There's a question, does Daffy have a tongue?
Oh, Daffy has a tongue. Absolutely.
Are we doing our own?
You're going to do your own right after this one. So
Oh,
right
okay.
after this one, then we're going to go ahead and have you do your own.
Okay.
All right. So hold on, buddy. All right, here, you can come up here. No, you can't draw yet. Daddy's going to draw. We're on TV. Your head's in the way. All right. Let's go with this. So I've got my Daffy here. His head. Yeah, don't push any buttons. See if I can do this with holding a 2-year-old. All right. So his head. Right. It's kind of a little bit more triangular. So it's not a perfect circle at the top. Here, dude, you need to get down for a second. You can play with the Legos. All right. And then we've got his eye right here is going to kind of sort of be right on the center line. It's going to go up pretty far. Like so. And then remember, your eye on the other side is always going to be smaller, a little narrower. All right. And then we have the Samantha side eye is what I'm going to call it. And it's only because I don't know what happened, Samantha, but he's giving you the Samantha side eye. All right, so we have his eyelid, right? Kind of comes up like so. All right. And then his eyes are in the corners. Look at that. We're going to go up with his eyebrow, which comes down and it kind of touches his eyelid. So his side of his face right there. And then his other eyebrow. All right. It's the top of his head. Now his bill kind of goes up, like a little notch in the front, kind of like a little bridge, right? That's it, where his bill connects. And then it comes underneath his eyeball like so. And right about where it touches his here is where it goes up and then back down again. All right, and I'm gonna leave that there for the moment. There we go. All right, so we've got a smile line for his bill. I find it easier when I'm drawing Daffy if I can put this in like here without trying to frame all the bill out first. It's a little easier for me to draw the bill. And then just to the outside, right? I'm gonna start with that little mark right there, and that's gonna be where his smile line is on the other side of his bill. So I'm gonna take this. We're gonna bring it down like so. There we go. Like one big slope, right? And then I'm going to take this line here for the top of his bill, bring it underneath. And then trail off his bill on that side, just like so. I'm going to bring this line underneath here out. All right, that'll finish off his bill there. And then put in his neck. Give him a little nostril so he can breathe, because maybe he's doing a little heavy breathing, like he's just a little frustrated. Like, Samantha, I can't believe you dressed up like a duck, and then maybe Samantha was the reason why Elmer Fudd started going after rabbit season. If you've seen that episode, don't worry, Samantha. It's not your fault. All right, so we have like the side eye from Daffy Duck. So now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the next, we're gonna speed sketch this one, right? We're gonna take the next 5 minutes and we're gonna do our own reaction to it. So think of an emotion that Daffy Duck would have. That's very kind of you, Jim. Think of an emotion that Daffy Duck would have, right? Is he angry? Did bugs do something? Is Marvin the Martian trying to take, is it a scene from Planet X and Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century? Think of an emotion that Daffy might have. Is his mouth open? Is it closed? Or his eyes? Or yes, he confused? Absolutely. And I want you to draw, just in the head, draw that reaction. Like, is it a huge smile? Is he overly excited about something? Right? Is he freaked out? I want you to do that reaction. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. To do our own Daffy Duck reaction. Hi, Maya. Oh, my daughter's on the call today. Hi, sweetie. All right. Let's see. So I don't remember. Was it Daffy Duck, Scott, that just had the birthday? Was it his 83rd?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. I can't remember.
I am putting on, but you have access to the Google where I don't at the moment.
Let's see. Let me check that out. Someone might beat me to it. First appearance, April 17th, 1937.
Wow, so that is 83. So and when was it? What was the date?
April 17th.
April. So Daffy Duck literally just turned 83 years old. And Bugs Bunny turns 80 in a couple months. All right, let's see. So tomorrow maybe I'll bust out. I hope there's baseball this year, as I will bust out a sketch that I'm doing of a jersey design that baseball players will wear during a baseball game. And it's all about Bugs Bunny and his 80th.
Megan says he doesn't look a day over 20.
Wait, so
I think-
is the jersey that you're gonna make? Is it like the Smash? I mean, not the Smash one, the Space one with I forgot. Where Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny they go on there's like aliens trying to take over their world, but they have to beat them in a basketball game.
Oh, is it Space Jam?
Yeah.
No, this one's not Space Jam. This one is actually it celebrates Bugs's 80th birthday by referencing 5 different cartoons with him doing a main post, and there's a film strip design.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'll pull that out tomorrow and give you a little glimpse of how that's going.
There's a question, what are the colors of the jersey, or is there a color scheme?
Yeah, it's mainly gray. All right. So to answer whoever's question it was, does Daffy have a tongue? The answer is absolutely. All right, so my attempt at the duck. His bill could probably be a little bit bigger than that. And there is only one good reason why he has this look on his face. And I'm not even going to say this is scared. Maybe it's a little scared. It's not totally scared. Tater Tot knows the answer to this question. He is blown away because The Rock just crashed our class. Now, it didn't actually happen right now. This is just me wishing, right? If I was the duck, if I was Daffy, The Rock has just crashed our class. He's like, what's up, dudes? How's it going? This is his reaction to that.
Claire has her hand raised.
All right, yeah, I'll tell you what, we're going to start going around the board here. So if you would like, you don't have to, but if you would like to show your drawing, please either raise your digital hand if you can. Oh, Claire, that's awesome. I love it. I love the expression. Can you move it over just a little bit? Other way, other way. Hold on, Claire. Let me see it. Slide it. Nope, the other way, other way. There you go. That's cool. I like it. Very good. Very good. You're welcome. All right. So if you want, raise your digital hand. If you can't figure out the digital hand thing, we're going to try it. We'll make sure we get to you. Just put in the chat, hey, I'd like to show my drawing. You don't have to show your drawing. But as in every class, I'll say the same thing in this one. I think it's been very awesome to see all the positive comments come from people's work. So if you want to, keep the comments positive, which you have been, and let's go around the block and show some stuff. All right, Scott, you're in control. So you tell me where we're going next.
The digital hands first. Let's see. Jumping to Amin.
What's up, buddy? All right, let's see what you got. Let's see your Daffy Duck reaction.
Really do a original reaction. I did something. The zoot suit from Daffy Duck. I did that, but in anime form.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's in 5 minutes. That's pretty impressive, man.
Zoot suit
I love the zoot suit. Well done, sir.
legs.
I dig it, man. Well done. Very cool.
Okay.
All right, Scott, where are we going next?
Liliana and Heather Rose.
Liliana and Heather Rose. Hey, ladies. All right, let's see what we've got for our Daffy Duck. Nice. He's thinking hard. I can see that. The wheels are spinning. Very good. Nice. I like it. You guys did great. You like it too? That's awesome. See, look, Hunter likes it also. All right, Hunter, let's take a look. You're on TV, kid. All right, where are we going next, Scott?
Okay, next up, Sophie.
Sophie.
Okay. So first, this is mine. I did that. This is the first one.
What? Dude, that looks awesome.
And then
You like
this
it
is
too?
my other one.
Oh, yes. It's a very sly Daffy Duck. Like, I think I'm pulling something over on somebody.
Daffy Duck, that's Daffy Duck.
You're right. That is Daffy Duck. Good job, Sophie. That looks awesome, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Taryn and Kellen.
Taryn and Kellen.
When you go first this time, because I go first.
Whoa, dude's awesome.
I like it.
You like it too?
For this
Man, you
one,
did.
he's like, his mouth is so wide that you can't even see his face.
Very cool. Is that very cool? Yeah, that's very cool. Good job. All right, let's see the next one.
And one is the one that you did, and the other one is he's just disgusted.
I can see that. Well done on your facial expressions, guys. You just wait, buddy. Good job, guys.
Jumping to Tater Tot.
Tater Tot. Yes. You know what he's thinking. You know what he's questioning right now. That is very good. There's only one question the duck can be thinking. Can he smell what the rock is cooking? See how we're working it into everything? I love it. Tater Tot, you did a great job, man. I dig it. All right, where are we going next?
Pen and ink. Is this Penelope?
Oh, did it freeze?
I think their video froze.
All right, tell you what, Penelope, we're gonna come back to you.
We'll go to Judy and then
all right,
come
let's
back.
go to Judy. Judy, that is awesome.
Yay!
You did
Thank
great.
you.
It is.
Yes,
very good.
those are my Daffy. Yay.
I am totally impressed, man. You did a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, up next, Carson, and then Lizzie after Carson.
Mr. Carson.
My Daffy just like got hit in the head.
Oh, that's good, man. I love it.
I would have done Tweety Bird, but that would have taken a while to draw all of them.
That's okay. That'll be maybe the next project. Very cool. Yeah, all right, hold on, buddy. Very good, Carson. Yeah, that's okay.
So Lizzie.
Lizzie. Man, you guys are knocking this out. I like the uh-oh. Very cool. Excellent job, Lizzie.
Great.
And he's got the tongue and the teeth. Very cool. All right, Scott, where are we going next?
All right, let's go back to Penelope. Let's see if this works now.
Yes.
He's like annoyed.
I love it, man. I love the exaggerated features. You did a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Scott, where to next?
All right, we have a couple people that have their hands up but don't have video. Evie and David. Oh, here's
Okay.
David's. Let's jump to David and then Evie.
Okay, and then I see Samantha has her hand up too. What? No way, man. Have you ever drawn Daffy Duck before? Oh, I can't hear him. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no. Dude, that's your first shot at Daffy. I will give you a high five, like right there. Can you give me a virtual high five? Nice job, dude. I am very impressed. You did a great job. All right, where to next?
All right, does Evie have video?
Okay. So I did. Oh, I should shut off. I don't know how I did, so. Okay. I'm gonna shut off.
Oh yeah, you might want to turn off the background just in case, otherwise it fades away. All right, there we go.
I did this.
That's awesome. Yes. I love the birthday, Daffy. Great job, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jump into Nissy with their hand up.
All right, Missy, we got Samantha too. All right, let's go. Missy, you first.
This is a crazy Daffy Duck.
Yeah, it is.
I have this one.
Ooh, look at that. I love the side-eye. What? You nailed it, man. I love it.
Oh, wow.
I love it. You did a killer job. He's a little difficult, but he's my favorite, and you didn't make it look difficult at all. Well done. You're welcome. All right, let's go to Samantha, and then I'm gonna call my daughter too. You better show something.
Okay, so this is the one that you taught us. I just did the tweeter on my own.
Nice.
And so these are the ones that I did. This is Daffy Duck in the background. This is just like a girl duck walking by, and honestly, but yeah.
I love it. That's so good.
Yes, and also a year ago, I drew Daffy Duck.
No way. Dude, that is awesome.
Thank you.
You keep getting better, man. That is fantastic. Well done.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to Maya. This is my oldest daughter. Hi, Maya.
Hi.
Look at your
Not very
Daffies.
good.
You did a great job. What are you talking about?
You should have seen the first one. It was terrible.
That's okay. Hey, you've seen me draw plenty of times, and man, can I suck. So I think you did a great job, dear.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. All right, where are we going next?
Right. Next up is Jack.
All right. Hey, Jack. No, we're not in the same house. I'm at my studio. All right, Jack, let's see what you got.
And yeah, he's like so freaked out that it's his birthday.
I love it. That he turned 83. He's freaked out that he's 83 and he only looks 20.
And then he's like so exhausted that he's going to school.
Jack, you did an awesome job, man. I love your Daffies. Well done, sir.
Thanks.
Well done. All right. How about, does Megan want to show? No? All right. We won't go to Megan. All right. Who else? If you want to show and we haven't called on you, do me a favor, either the digital hand, or if you don't have the digital hand, go ahead and put it up in the chat. Hey, guys.
Oh, Jade would like to share.
Jade. Yes. Jade for the win. What?
It's
I love it,
super
man.
terrible.
They're what?
It's terrible.
It's not terrible at all. You did
There's
great.
a bug on his beak, so then he's on.
And I love the fact that he's staring at it and he's going a little cross-eyed. I think you did a great job, Jade. Way to go, man. You're welcome. All right. Did we?
Simeon.
Colored Carson. All right. Yeah. Simeon and then Carson.
Okay, so I do.
And then David too. We'll go.
There's my guy who's surprised.
Nice.
And there's my Daffy Duck.
Dude. Your Daffy looks awesome, man. Like you nailed the eyes, you nailed the bill, the whole thing. Well done. You're welcome.
And
Man.
then here are his different expressions.
Hold it up a little bit closer for me. There you go. So what's he say? I can't totally read it. What's he saying in the middle one?
So he's saying, "Oh my goodness."
I love the expressions. Well done, Simeon.
Thank you.
You get a high. You get the fist bump. I gave the high five away. I'll just virtual fist bump you. Don't leave me hanging, Simeon. I'm like right here, buddy. I'm like right at the camera. There we go. All right. Who's up next?
Was Carson up next?
David. Carson and David. All right, Carson. Did you say you put color to yours?
And outlining it. No.
Yes.
And then I added an ouch.
I love it, man. Did you go color pencils or did you go markers?
No, I used markers.
Marker. Ah, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good job, Carson. All right, what do we got? We'll go to David, Jasper, and Cleo, and then I will give you guys a preview of tomorrow and Thursday because Thursday is going to get crazy. All right. What? Dude. That's awesome. I love the mallet and the stars too. That's cool. You did great, man. Love the expressions. All right. Very cool. Then Jasper and Cleo, and then I'll do the preview of the coming week.
There's Cleo's.
Nice.
Cleo's. There's Mommy's.
Way to go, Mom. I love it. You did great.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, great job, everybody. Here's what we're going to do for tomorrow. So we're going to do Doodlepalooza 3, right? So what I love about this is the fact that we like gesturing, quick sketches, stuff just from our imagination, right? I love doodling. Chuck loved doodling. And so tomorrow we're going to do some gesturing. So I'm going to bring out some figures and I'm going to pose them quickly. And then we're going to draw them in those poses quickly, right? And I'm going to give you like a little rundown here, and then we're going to gesture draw, right? So the whole idea behind us being able to express emotions and characters is being able to kind of base that off some real life stuff, right? So I could try Tater Tot, but I don't know how that would go down. If The Rock was here, that would be so much better. All right, and then we're gonna get into doodling, but we're gonna go like Marvin the Martian space kind of doodles. I'm gonna like the Doodlepalooza drawing or the PDF for tomorrow has like a little Chuck kind of space doodle on that, and we're gonna just kind of expand on that in our imaginations. And then Thursday, we're gonna do the first ever art tag extravaganza, the ultimate art tag. So I will explain the game to you guys Thursday, but here's what it essentially, here's what happens. I start off with like a shape on something, right? And then I tag somebody. So let's just say I tag Megan, and I say, all right, Megan, here's my basic shape with some sight lines in it. And then Megan takes that and she draws an eye or something else to it, right? And then Megan tags Tater Tot, and Tater Tag draws a little something extra. And then we keep going as we build, and then we all draw what, so I would draw what Megan did. We would all draw what Megan, and then we tag Tater Tot, and we all draw what Tater Tot adds to it. And we keep going until we have this massive scene of stuff at the end. So it is the ultimate art tag extravaganza. I have no idea how it's going to go down, but it's something I've wanted to do for a while, and you guys are the right crowd to do it with. So that's Thursday. Tomorrow is Doodlepalooza, which I'm totally looking forward to. I will have some additional books. I'm going to show you guys some books each day that I like, that I reference from, and then we will just carry on creatively. So thank you all so much for playing. Maya, I love you, dear. I will talk to you later. And you guys have a wonderful afternoon. See you for Doodlepalooza 3 tomorrow afternoon. Later, dudes. Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.